The bracket is, it's actually not updated right now, but I can just tell you who's in it. The last two, the semifinalists are T90 and me on one side of the bracket, and the other semifinalists are Daniel and Bludlass, which we are just going to see right now. So we're going to figure this thing out. We're going to figure out who's playing in the finals, at least one of the guys. Alright, so let's go into... Let me pull up the Civ draft and stuff for you guys. There's the Civ draft in chat, if you want to click that. The map poll, I'll also put in chat, and I'll read this off as well. Dude, PJM, I love that freaking graphic, dude. You guys, PJM made the graphic look super sick. Super, super sick. I need some SpringTV ones now for later. Alright, let me see. Let me read these off. Alright, so Daniel picked Rocky Forest and Monocle as his home maps. Bludlass picked Arena and Hideout. So, as we see, as Scotty was talking about, these are two of Bludlass's best maps. Really smart for him to pick those. Daniel's no slouch on these maps either, obviously, but I would say that it definitely favors Bludlass's skill set. He likes to play those kind of maps, likes the style of it. So we're going to see pretty open maps against pretty closed maps here. The next one will be Bludlass's, so it'll be one of those two closed maps. The Civ draft, let me check that out. Okay, very interesting. I'm flabbergasted of the Civs that we're not seeing some of them. Indian ban and Japanese ban. Looks like both players are banning Civs that would be strong on Monocle. Well, they're going to be strong on a lot of maps. Japanese would be good on the USA Cup Atacama version as well. So I'll just read off all Daniel Civs. We got Chinese, top tier. Britons, Teuton, Magyar, Khmer, also super top, and Malay. Malay probably going to be used more for Arena. Britons maybe more for Arena, or Teuton even. Teuton could be used for Arena or Hideout. Khmer as well. So it looks like Daniel drafted some good Civs for closed maps. Pretty strong, and then he had Chinese for the most open. Magyars is probably going to be played on Rocky Fortress, or Rocky Forest. Bludlass, on the other hand, has Burgundians. Could we see some new Burgundian strats here from Bludlass? That'd be fantastic. He's got Vikings, as we just saw, Celts, Aztecs, Byzantines, and Bulgarians. So he might be thinking more aggressive on Hideout. Celts and Bulgarians could be looking to break. Byzantine can go for the faster imps. Burgundians is going to have a long, probably preferring like long feudals, long dark ages, slower up times, more upgrades. Not really sure how that's going to play out in the meta with transition timings, if it can actually keep up. So I think I would definitely prefer Daniel's draft pick. And in these kind of tournaments, drafts are going to be extremely important. The Civs on the right maps is more important than your skill as a player in a lot of spots. All right, so let me close this. Let me see if we can get. Okay, looks like they're taking a quick. Looks like Bludlass is taking a quick breather here, real quick. Oh, you know what I should do? Look, we can just spam this graphic one more time. Oh, so good. Let me put the scores up. I had that completely off. Should have had this part done before we started. So I have Discord open. They're messaging me. They're keeping me updated with the game codes and stuff. Daniel, as of only a couple minutes ago, he said that Bludlass is going to be right back. So probably just splashing some water on his face, getting prepped. That's a rough first game. He's got to do something, right? This is going to be a mental thing at this point. Imagine you go into the semifinals of a tournament. If you win this game, you get a guaranteed $600 and the potential at a $7,000 McCausland watch that you can bling it up with, right? This is a big game for these players. Starting off with a hard lane, shooting your own boar, a hole in your wall, full raid, and against Chinese. That is just so rough. I don't know. I don't know if I could keep my composure. Maybe it's a test from the AoE gods. Maybe Bludlass is going to come out of the bathroom with the water splash on his face, ready to destroy Daniel in some hideout. What do you guys think is going to come first, arena or hideout? I think we see hideout first. You think arena? I think arena's probably his better map, which is why I was thinking maybe he'd save it for like when he really, really needs it. But if he wants to get on like a win streak, get the loss off his back, then I could see arena. Yeah, you might be right there. You might be right there. Okay. They're in game and it's hideout. I win, you lose. Don't mean to rub it in your face, but we're gonna be watching hideout this whole time. USA. Alright, so it's going to be Monocle.
Alright.
We've got
Presto.
Byzantine and Magyar. Wow, this isn't what I thought either one would pick. I can see Magyar. Magyar definitely makes sense. Byzantine. I wonder if we'll see Skirm Spear. You know, it's not the worst idea. So this map, a few different variations come out. Sometimes this is super easy to wall in the center. Like this isn't too bad. It's like maybe one house for each player. Very wallable, meaning you'll have to play the outside of the map. So it would favor high mobility civs generally, or civs that just like to be like defender position. But some are pretty open, and if you get an open one and then you go Byzantine, you go Skirm Spear, now the proximity doesn't hurt you as much, right? Because you can just walk right in, and then you can get into those scouts and just trade better with more efficient trading units than scout. The scout player, I think, is going to want to make a couple houses here and then play towards the outside. What else could Bludlass be doing? Byzantines can imp faster. Maybe he wants to turtle into a fast imp. The map is called Monocle.
Salve.
Again, this is one of Daniel's home maps. You'll see both players going very quickly to fish. If you guys don't know, fish is the quickest quickest collecting food resource. So this is better than going like your boar or your berries, your sheep, any of that. That's why they ran up here immediately with 5. Well, Bludlass only has 3. He's actually going for boar. I would argue, thank you for the follow, I would argue that he should actually send more vills out here to the ring. Grabbing the board pretty early. House goes down here. So actually, it looks like Bludlass is going to play closing the map. So kind of not really what I thought he was going to do. I was thinking potentially Skirm Spear in your base, and then you walk over. I think that strat could be very, very strong. Other civs that could be good here. Berbers for the walking distance. Japanese. We actually saw a Japanese band by Daniel, probably for this map. You can split those mills up, get a lot more efficiency in your fish. Indians, obviously, with the faster collecting fish. Sorry about the clicks. I know I'm still doing it. It's going to take wood to the side here. Tim, I highly suggest that if you're on the fence, that you should try the new meta because it's like right up your guys' alley. The new meta is basically like do-it-yourself arena with Palisade wall defense. It's like you guys would be thriving right now. I say that on the one map that's probably not that style, of course. Of course. Bludlass losing his scout, so that's actually kind of bad. I mean, he knows where the opposing TC is going to be. It is kind of unfortunate though. There's a house here, a few trees, and a berry. So imagine DE trying to figure out how to path. If he clicks from here to here, or to here to here, anywhere. If he clicks anywhere on the map and his scout is over here, it's going to go directly to the TC like a magnet. It doesn't even matter where he clicks. He could click from here to here, but just because there's so much stuff, it would run directly at the TC. So that's understandable why that happened. +3 vills now for Daniel. Bludlass is up. He's up very quick. This is different. This is not what you would expect. So Bludlass is playing something for this map, and I have no idea what it is. Rack's coming down for Daniel. Let's see if Daniel goes for Man-at-Arm or Scout. He's got a couple on gold. I think we could see Man-at-Arm with the +2 from Magyars, so there'll be stronger Man-at-Arms. Bludlass now getting walled all over the place. With most players turning into arena the first 4 minutes. I agree. I mean, to that note, I think the devs should be balancing that map more aggressively on purpose so that you have to play it aggressive, but I don't really want to get into a negative and big complaining vibe right now. Yeah, but anyways, to that, I do think that you guys would do well, and it would not take you very long to get back into it. I'm on the side of jump back in. I bet it takes you like 2 weeks, and you're 2K1. Spear coming out to defend against the scout, but Man-at-Arms. Man-at-Arms are going to be the route. We're going to see Skirm, Spear. No, Skirm and Archer. Bludlass. This is so odd. I like that he's got an Archer instead of just directly to Skirm, because that way if the Man-at-Arms did come out, the Archer's going to do a lot better at defending against the Man-at-Arms than a Skirm would. And then the Spears, of course, could push back the scouts if the guy did go multiple scouts. So I don't mind the opening since it is an Archer first. He actually went onto gold as well once he saw that it is Man-at-Arms and it wasn't Scout, so he knows he can drop some more Archers into the mix if he needs to. He's going to go for Skirms right now. He doesn't quite have enough gold to make the Archers, so he's just supplementing. Going to try and do some quick walls here. Nice job, Bludlass staying alive here. Pop cap though. So the aggression has put him behind a little bit in the pop. Both players just about even. They're just about even, but the Skirm Spears from Bludlass cost a little bit less. And these are pretty strong units, so it seems like it's going in Bludlass's favor, but I would say it's just like dead even right now. I don't know what the score is saying overall. This seems outrageous. Blacksmith coming out. No farms yet. Not too many on berries, and the fish are being bullied around. Let's see how the fish are on Daniel's side. So he's actually going to have a 3rd mill going up. We ain't eating nothing but salmon till there ain't no darn salmon living left in the ponds and the streams. Maybe Daniel was like part bear or something, like he's grizzly. Another mill coming down for Bludlass. So he's taking down the same route. He's just struggling to protect it. He does have that lower mobility. Salmon don't live in ponds. They do if they get stuck there. The payoff here for Daniel cannot be understated. I mean, he made 3 man-at-arms, and he's done nothing but walk around with him. And he's forced skirms, spears, and an archer out. Now he's going to go forward. Forward range here by Daniel. Daniel going very aggressive with his building placements. I like that. The proximity is closer. That means he can get to his opponent's base much faster if he's rallying there. Now, if his opponent gets behind him and starts attacking him, this could work in against him, right? So, great job scouting that. Knows the first group needs to go back to defend. Good awareness here by Daniel. It's going to send a second group over to the eastern side. He's actually got 8 scouts out so far. Maybe it's 7. Skirms, even archers coming down, and fletching. So both players going to be in feudal for a while. We're not going to be going up the castle anytime soon. I think this... It favors the Vil count of Daniel, but it probably favors the composition of Bludlass as long as he can keep his Vils alive. There's also a hole here. That would be really sad to see that break the game somehow. Although, if Daniel goes in, I mean, he'll probably just lose more than he kills, you would think, unless he gets maybe some armor, some more upgrades. Got a Vil pick here by Bludlass. Nice job there. He's doing some micro here, keeping the skirms at bay while the spears and the archers are attacking. Daniel's not paying attention. Great micro by Bludlass. He shouldn't even bother shooting at the Vil. I think just keep walking back and forth. Fantastic job. That might actually get him potentially an extra 2 Vils picked, but it looks like he'll just be able to get 1. Fantastic micro though. She's still running around here. She's hurt. Leave her alone. Oh, leave Brittany alone. Nice job. Attacking from 2 different locations here is Bludlass, but at the same time, he's getting raided at home. And here's the hole we were talking about. Not going to come into play. So, we traded a bit. Now Bludlass has to get more kills and got 2 here, so he's up about 4 kills on the villagers. KDA 15-8 in Daniel's favor, so he is getting more of the Vil kills here. We need to see some walls coming out, some more walls from Bludlass. He's under a lot of pressure on his base, but also under pressure to trade the damage here. He's got to kill some more villagers. Walls are coming in. Nice job. So it's all about microing here. His forward attack. It looks like Daniel has enough to clean it up. Bludlass could get a kill on the spear, though, or the scout, rather, if he manages to get over here. Avoid these skirms. Looks like he's going to go to attack a Vil instead. Going to lose his army. So, +4 Vils now for Daniel. His army is in a great spot, 17-7, and the KDA is 25-9. So it's just really snowballing now for Daniel. A lot of spears coming out for Bludlass. Now that there is a counter to the spear in the archer and the skirm tech from Daniel, again, he does have that proxy range here. Really nice. Able to reinforce the counter to spear unit very quickly. Now that he's safe at home, it's just going to be a gravy train. Looks like he's actually going to leave some more as well. Bludlass defeated Scotty in a really neck-and-neck series. Very close. Both putting on a strong showing there. Daniel's trying to get in, but he's only got the 2 archers. He does have fletching. There's fletching out for Byzantine. No armor yet. Market going down. Going to try and buy his way up. Daniel's very close to clicking just naturally. Bludlass, very all over the place economy, so totally understandable why he has to drop that market. He's going to have to buy some food to go up. If he wants to do that. Hard spot. Very hard spot for Bludlass. I'm not sure if he can come back from this sort of map presence of Daniel. Daniel's got mobility. He's got counter to the spears. He's got the hill now. There's a whole, right, the whole ring has a hill on it too. So once you get the hill, you can, it's definitely hard for these players to progress up it. Daniel, excuse me, Bludlass, excuse me, both players are up at about the same time. So this is just, I would say, favoring Daniel still with the bill count. 1K gold gone, that's how it works. Bludlass needs to get super rich. He needs like 3K to make this work. So Magyar is probably going to go into maybe light crossbow out of that range, just to clear spears, and then I would assume 2 stable knight. Yeah, there's the 2 stable knight. 3 stable knight, let's go. Alright, I like it. 3 stable knight, and then he'll be ecoing out of that. Bludlass is probably going to 3 range. Nah. I don't know about this, man. 3 range seems like it actually favors Daniel. Daniel will have 3 stable knight, he'll get +2. Then there's almost no way to progress across the field for Bludlass. Also, Daniel could always add on a Siege Workshop even here to push through this angle. So Daniel is looking to break and to finish here. Bludlass is looking to try and defend with crossbow. Another racks, that's surprising. I think maybe monks at this point would be better. Crossbow, monastery, TCs. He wants to try and make his way imp to Arb. Look at the upgrades coming in for Daniel. He's got everything, +2. He's got the 2nd wood upgrade, bloodlines, husbandry. Yeah, I think camels and monks probably would have been like ideal, but he's pressured a lot, so maybe he's thinking, I need a unit that can be produced while I'm still in feudal. Oh, not elite skirm. He's dead. Daniel also got in. Oh, nice quick walls there by Bludlass. He's trying everything he can, man. He's fighting till the end. I think the skirm was a gaff. I mean, what do you expect from Magyars? Maybe CA? Maybe he expects Magyar CA? That seems so weird, though. We knew that the Magyar was on range and stable tech, and if they're going to... painful last game. Really well played by Daniel. Can't underscore that enough. I mean, he's picking really sharp civs for the maps. He's playing these maps with just a better idea of how to progress through the map. Bludlass tried some really neat stuff in some of the games. This was a kind of an odd choice for a civ. Would have loved to see him try maybe camel or monk here, but when you're pressured this hard and you've lost vision, I guess you're just kind of hoping that it goes your way, right? Maybe he gets lucky. Magyar's going to CA, and then he's got skirm, and then he can come back and start defending, and then get the eco going after that. I mean, he's kind of playing towards his one sort of like lucky win condition if possible. Damn, really good try, man. Bludlass showing that he's a good player, and that if he's on his maps with his skill set, he can tangle with the best players. Daniel is super high rated, definitely favored in the tournament, favored in every matchup he has right now. Just playing at the top level I've seen him play at. So really great job by Daniel. Look forward to seeing him in the finals, man. Big congratulations for Daniel. That's going to mean that Daniel minimum is going to get $600, and he gets a chance at that juicy $6,500 McCausland watch. Bludlass is going to get himself a $300 prize, I believe. Minimum getting 4th place, maximum getting 3rd place. So really good job by Bludlass making his way through this the USA Cup. That's pretty deep into the USA Cup. Top 4, man. No one can take that away from Bludlass now. And he's got that cashish. Great stuff. Let's check the stats here. Big KDA difference for Daniel, playing into his Civ a bit better. going mobility, getting the counters to the spears out quickly if needed. Big food discrepancy here. This is because Daniel was able to get 3 mills going on fish, while Bludlass had 1 to 2, and then they were also pressured. So better job controlling the fish here for Daniel. I think that's most of it. Excuse me. Good gold wood. So maybe he could have got a lot of crossbow out. Pretty fast uptime too by Bludlass. 839. I believe he was on 17 pops, something like that. 46 villagers to 38. GG. Dude. Big thank you to all the players and all the people behind the scenes making this tournament better. Lots of people doing work. Adam's in the chat. Adam's doing lots of work. PJM, Ryder. Tons of guys.